Hello everyone, welcome to the series on American literature, and in this video we are going to discuss the poem The Weary Blues by Langston Hughes. Lines 1 to 3. Droning a drowsy, syncopated tune, rocking back and forth to a mellow croon, I heard a Negro play. Analysis. The poem opens with the description of a blues musician playing a drowsy, syncopated tune. The words droning and drowsy convey a sense of lethargy and weariness, setting the mood for the rest of the poem. The rhythm in these lines mimics the rocking motion described, creating a musical quality that aligns with the content. The speaker immediately situates the reader in the moment, observing the musician's performance. Lines 4 to 8. Down on Lenox Avenue the other night, by the pale dull pallor of an old gas light, he did a lazy sway, to the tune of those weary blues. Analysis. The setting is revealed as Lenox Avenue in Harlem, a neighborhood in New York City that was the epicenter of Harlem Renaissance. The imagery of the pale, dull pallor of an old gas light evokes a sense of nostalgia and decay, while the repetition of "he did a lazy sway" emphasizes the languid, repetitive motion of the musician as he plays. The use of weary blues begins to connect with musician's physical weariness with the emotional content of his music. Lines 9 to 13. With his ebony hands on each ivory key, he made that poor piano moan with melody. O blues, swaying to and fro on his rickety stool, he played the sad raggy tune like a musical fool. Analysis. Hughes highlights the contrast between the musician's ebony hands and the ivory key of the piano, a subtle nod to the racial dynamics at play. The personification of the piano, which moans with melody, suggests that the instrument itself is expressing the sorrow of the blues. The exclamations "Oh blues" and the description of the tune as sad raggy further reinforce the melancholy tone. The phrase musical fool might imply the musician's total immersion in the music, as if he is so consumed by it that he becomes almost foolishly absorbed. Lines 14 to 18. Sweet blues, coming from a black man's soul. Oh blues, in a deep song voice with a melancholy tone. I heard that Negro sing, that old piano moan. Analysis. The repetition of sweet blues and oh blues indicates the speaker's deep emotional response to the music. The blues are described as emanating from the musician's soul, tying the music directly to the African American experience. The juxtaposition of the deep song voice and the melancholy tone underscores the depth of feeling in the music, which is not only vocal but also resonant in piano's moan. Lines 19 to 20. Ain't got nobody in all this world, ain't got nobody but myself. I's gwine to quit my frownin' and put my troubles on the shelf. Analysis. These lines introduce the lyrics of the blues song that the musician is singing. The language is colloquial and vernacular, reflecting the African American speech patterns of the time. The lyrics express loneliness and a sense of self-reliance. Ain't got nobody but myself, followed by a determination to overcome sorrow, quitting my frownin' and setting aside troubles. This stanza captures the dual nature of the blues, a recognition of pain coupled with a resolve to rise above it. Lines 23 and 24. Thump thump, thump, went his foot on the floor. He played a few chords, then he sang some more. The onomatopoeic thump, thump, thump mimics the sound of the musician's foot tapping in time with the music, adding to the rhythmic musical quality of the poem. The few chords he plays suggest a simple, perhaps impoverished accompaniment to his singing, emphasizing the raw emotional power of the blues. Lines 25 to 30. I got the weary blues and I can't be satisfied. Got the weary blues and can't be satisfied. I ain't happy no more and I wish that I had died. Analysis. These lines continue the lyrics of the blues song, expressing profound dissatisfaction and despair. The repetition of I can't be satisfied underscores the depth of the musician's weariness and discontent. The final line, I wish that I had died, reveals the intensity of the pain and hopelessness that the musician feels. This stark expression of despair is a key element to the blues, which often gives voice to the deepest sorrows of life. Lines 31 to 35. And far into the night he crooned that tune. The stars went out and so did the moon. The singer stopped playing and went to bed, while the weary blues echoed through his head. He slept like a rock or a man that's dead. Analysis. The imagery of the stars and moon going out as the musician plays suggests the passage of time and perhaps the extinguishing of hope. The weary blues continue to echo in the musician's head ever after he stops playing, indicating that the sadness and weariness are deeply ingrained and inescapable. The final smile, he slept like a rock or a man that's dead, conveys the musician's total exhaustion, both physical and emotional. It suggests that the act of performing the blues, while a form of expression and perhaps relief, also takes a significant toll on the artist. So this was the line-by-line analysis of the poem The Weary Blues by Langston Hughes. We will meet in the next video and discuss this poem in detail. Until then, goodbye and thank you.